Okay,
Honestly,
here's a question. And this is a question for our viewers and also Mateo because he missed out on this. But this past Doughy has recently said he's going to come visit us in Florida, right? He's going to come down to Florida, hang out with the guys, right?
Real quick.
Doughy,
To all
I'm
the
going to tell you
listeners.
exactly as it was stated.
No, I know. I just want to tell all the listeners, I love everybody in this podcast. That's all. Go ahead. Disclaimer.
Oh my God, that disclaimer to start before you cut off to make that disclaimer.
Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, aka Tony. Here with some of my nearest and dearest, and the co-host of this podcast, Doughboy, Mateo, and Pucho.
I thought he was about to throw shade at us. I thought he was about to say, here with my nearest and dearest, and Mateo.
I'm about zero shades today. But you know, it's just it's a new Sunday, another recording. We're all alive. We're all still here kicking it, talking shit, and just being lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All of you guys.
Yesterday I was talking to Tony privately, right? And I told him, yo, I because I was on vacation this week, right? I went on vacation the last couple of days of the weekend. Me and my wife had a little staycation. We just kind of did our own thing for a couple of days, right? Came back, hadn't talked to nobody really. So yesterday I finally got to talk to Tony, and I was like, man, I missed you, dude. I'm so happy to talk to you again, man. Like I realized, like, man, it was good talking to you. And he goes, okay, what the fuck? Where's the negativity? Come on, hit me with it. And I'm like, damn, dude. He's like, because you're a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, wow. Can't even tell my brother I love him and I miss him without getting attacked. So I'm happy to see that today you're coming through, as you say, with zero shades. So yesterday, you was coming with that heat for no reason.
I don't
all
know.
night too. We were chatting till 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and he was fighting the whole night. I was like,
it's a little weird when someone comes with you with open hands, because usually it's one hand and then a backstab. I feel like Jon Snow when I walk around here with you guys, because it's like I'm just about to get. It's been out.
Tony, if you're anyone in that show, you're that kid that betrays Jon Snow. That little fucker deserved to hang.
That's you. 1,000%. And Doughboy is Doughboy is the fucking pig that kills. Zika kills King. King.
The king.
No, that's pretty cool though.
What pig were you thought I was talking about? What the fuck?
I don't know, because I'm trying to think the boar, but it's a boar bores him.
I thought you were going to call him Hot Pie. It's like, but I don't know why that would be the character you would associate with Doughy.
Yeah. When you said pig, I thought Hot Pie, and then I thought Samuel Tarly. I was like, why is he calling those people pigs? Like,
no, just the actual boar that killed me in the show. Supposedly, for everybody out there, everybody thinks that I'm the king. Sorry,
nobody thinks you're the king.
Who is this everybody? Who is saying that you're King Baratheon?
People
all
say
these guys.
You act like Robert Baratheon. He tried to flip it into like people think I'm the king. So then clearly I have to be Robert Baratheon. It's like that ain't how it started. All right, let's be clear.
Someone say I would also be comparable to Ned Stark because of my honorableness.
Wow,
if that's a word.
I don't even have.
We need to get those people. We need to get those people on the podcast. Those people are wrong.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
But nah, man, fucking yeah. Pucho came at me with open arms and shit, and I just felt the knife coming. So I was just like, "Just give me the attack. Just give it to me." He was like, "Nah, man. I honestly just miss talking to you. Every time I talk to you, it's always a laugh or this and that." I'm like, damn. In my heart, I was a little hurt by it, because I attacked him a little bit pre-attack, but then at the same time, it's Pucho, so it's okay.
You are hurt by your own actions. Your heart hurt from your own actions, just to be clear.
But Pucho's got thick skin, so if anybody else, they would have been crying on the floor like fucking babies.
I think your heart should hurt from your own actions. Like that was strong. Tony didn't apologize though, so it's a little weak on his part, but he did right now say that his actions hurt him, which means that he reflected on his behavior. He felt it was so wrong that he hurt his own feelings, you know? So yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were in pain about it, because it was a shitty thing to do.
I'm glad you accept my apology.
Non-apology. Yeah.
That's my form of apology that I reflected on my wrongdoings. Thank you.
This should have been covered in our apology episode.
But other than that, Pucho, yeah. So other than the staycation, you ain't do nothing else?
All right. I forgot to bring this up last week. All right. But I've ascended, all right? I'm pretty much the king of this bitch now, okay? I don't really have to wipe my ass anymore. All right.
Oh, that's right.
You guys are beneath me. I'm at the bottom of the pod, but I'm on top in my heart, okay? I don't deal in shit anymore. I still wipe my daughter's ass. She gets a little older, I'll be done with this shit, okay? I was on double shit duty, now I'm on single shit duty. I purchased and installed a bidet. And I got like a nice one for the $50. Took me 30 minutes to install. Boom. Full on jet streams, in-home enemas at any time. Just fucking hosing all that shit out of my ass. I don't gotta wipe nothing no more. Now I do have to dry because there's a lot of water back there. It'd be dripping and shit. Sometimes, water, it gets on the back of my sack and stuff. So, I got to come in there, dry it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't wipe shit no more, okay? I'm done. I'm done dealing in shit, okay? And it's fantastic.
Water...
Is it basically like Poseidon's Kiss? Is it like a full-on, like it's a Poseidon's, like, splash party or something? How does that work? Because we were just talking about how much we all hate the Poseidon's Kiss when you're taking a dump. So like, why is the bidet the good version of that?
All right. So the Poseidon's Kiss is bad because the water that's hitting you is piss and shit water. It's coming back to attack you. That's True. What I find disgusting about that. This water's coming straight out the pipe. This is clean tap water coming right up in my ass. All right. It's coming right in and hard, a little too hard. I'm only jacking this at half force. If you're going full force, my asshole cannot withstand that type of pressure.
Doughboy might need full force.
Doughy might need full force.
There's a lot of range to cover back there.
He could make more of a mess with full force.
You can make a lot of mess. I'm a big dude, so there's not a lot of mess. But my wife is saying, she's used it a couple times. And, she's littler than me. And she's saying, she jacks it up a little too hard. You get a little bit of water splatter outside the toilet. But I haven't had that, because my ass covers the whole entire hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big dude, right? So I'm sure Doughy can manage full force without making a mess. And the bidet, the one I got is fire. I don't even know the name brand, but shout out to them. They got two things, one for the butt, one for your vagina. So, you could just, you don't even got to wipe your urine anymore. Boom, just wash it away. And it's fantastic. I don't deal in shit. I don't got to deal. You know what I was sick of? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels like there's like a crayon or a marker back there. Sometimes you just wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe. And it's an endless amount of shit. Right. And that's where the wet wipes came in. That's when, to some of y'all might be gross. I think it's cleaner. Sometimes if you just got to take a little water, soap, get back there, wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't be walking the streets with a shitty ass. The bidet fixes that. It's literally just rinsing your whole asshole out. I don't got shit in my ass. It's gone. I'm done with it. It's a until I go elsewhere, I'm gonna have to deal in the peasantry that you guys live in. But for now, in the comfort of my home, supreme ass. Okay, clean.
You know what? You know what, Pucho? In the interest of the podcast, I have just added a bidet to my Amazon cart because I feel like if anyone on the podcast needs to send with you, I feel like it's your other anchor down here on the bottom. So I'll get on this train with you.
I love it. So the bottom dudes are really going to be on top.
Mm-hmm.
These top guys, they're not gonna.
Figure this out. In the podcast fashion, we have to one up them and actually grab a toilet that actually has it installed.
Yeah.
To really ascend the ascenders.
The ascension. I'm going to have multiple levels and I'm going to make sure.
I'm going to have LEDs. I'm not just going to be a party while they cleans my ass.
The pulsating.
All that shit.
Right up all and I will have no water in the back of my sack.
Make sure that there's a Bluetooth speaker on that thing too, so Doughy can't go and steal the Bluetooth speaker and run to the bathroom with it.
That's was a bit of a problem.
It's always going to happen. It's my speaker.
It was my speaker you took.
It was not your speaker. What the fuck?
Speaker.
We were, bro.
What the fuck?
So to go back in time in that pod, this man steals my speaker from our party that we're having in the Airbnb just so he can have it for the shower.
Going.
It was still going. And all you hear, it's just disappearing in the back. And we're like, hey, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, you really locked the door and took the speaker? So I started playing all types of music that he would not like.
He was
Who
mad.
does that shit? Who does that shit?
He got mad at us. He came out of the shower and his first words were, "You guys are assholes, man." and he couldn't see the fact that he just like ruined our fun by taking our music away. This is gold. You can't write this stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is just stuff that has to happen.
Definitely can't write it.
So yeah, my motivations in getting the bidet, just to go back to my butthole, because it's more important. I spent 2 fantastic weeks in Japan, and every single toilet I went to in Japan was a Toto or however they say it's a name brand toilet that has like this built-in bidet. And though you're right, no water on my sack. They have like an aiming technology. I think it finds your butthole and it always just hits the mark. It's insane. This, I gotta kind of like, I'm kind of like, you gotta hit them angles a little bit. So just make sure you're hitting in all them nooks and crannies, trying to get all the shit out. But in Japan, you just sit there and just clean, it just direct to your butthole, shots.
Yo.
Wow. Shows intense. And then it deodorizes the water. Some of them toilets, you'd walk in the room, it's pitch black in the room, right? You haven't turned the light on. It senses that someone entered the room, and boom, the toilet seat will light up. It had a LED light inside, and the shit will just open. You don't even have to touch the toilet. Then you sit on there. It deodorizes the water so that when the shit goes in, it doesn't stink. And some of them were equipped with heaters. So then once the seat would be heated, so you don't have to deal in a cold toilet seat. And they would have an air dryer. So after it squirt your ass, it would shoot warm air into your asshole. Some of them were way too hot. Like I was like, like it kind of burned me a little bit, but it was shooting direct air to dry your ass. So even then, sometimes I just used to hit a squirt, wash my whole ass out, hit a little warm air and just get up and walk away with just a clean, dry ass.
You never did a check though?
Yeah, I always do a check because I don't trust anything, dude. You know me. I don't trust anything. So I do one swipe. No shit. I haven't failed yet. So
there you go, though. That's our one up of the one up right there.
Yeah. I looked into these Toto toilets. They are pricey. If you go on their website, the prices range from like $600 up to, I'm not fucking kidding, a toilet that costs, I think, $32,000 fucking dollars. So it's got all the bells and whistles. All right, you use the shit every day. You shit on it every day. You sit on it if it's me, sometimes I sit on this thing. I've read entire novels on the toilet, okay?
In one go?
All 5 Game of Thrones books on the toilet.
In one go.
No. You're out of your mind. But, I just got into the habit of reading on the toilet. And then it was just like maybe I'll take a shit in 15 minutes. And I'll just sit on the toilet and just enjoy a nice novel. And then if it came, it came. And if not, I got a nice little break from whatever I was doing.
You've got a kid, so I've heard that's a little bit more of a common thing. It's like your bathroom time becomes like way more precious because that's you time. That's just like your dedicated no kid time.
But
makes sense.
I think it's good though for that. I haven't had that problem, thank God. So like I'm loving my kid. And I've also wait till that kid's a toddler and you get them little fingers under the door while you're trying to take a dump.
Yep.
I'll step on it. Bow. Bow. Teach them that you shouldn't do that. You're gonna get hurt. That's beast. Jokes. It's all jokes, people. All jokes. All jokes.
It's like having a cat. I know that Doughy's cat goes and puts that little paw under the door whenever he's in a different room.
Yeah, she doesn't. She has separation anxiety.
Yeah, both my wife and my kid are clingy. So before I had a kid, I'd be taking a shit, and my wife always has a question to ask while I'm on the toilet. And then occasionally I'll just be on the toilet, and then I'll look over and I just see toes through the fucking door. So she'll put her foot under, so that she's notifying me that she's there. It's like, dude,
you know what you should have do? Have a little squirt gun there and just wait till her toes are there. Just whop whop. She would stop doing that.
He doesn't need a squirt gun. He's got a bidet now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I installed the bidet, I actually FaceTimed these guys. And I was like, dude, I want you guys to see the force. And I turned it on and I let it squirt out of the toilet. And it got maybe 10 feet into the air at full force. No, the angle didn't dip. It was still like strong, crashed into my wall. I was like, all right, I got to mop some water now. But it was worth, showing these guys, that's the force.
Yeah, there's a lot of force.
Clean.
That's crazy.
A lot of force on that shit. Shit was ridiculous.
And I'm medium handy, all right? My dad is a real handy guy. I was the handy man who would hand him things. But I picked up some tricks and stuff like that. But I've never dealt in toilets or plumbing or plumbing and plumbing related industries. And it took me 30 minutes. It was just like turn off the water, move this thing, connect this T thing, connect. Yeah, so it's doable. $50, decent bidet, install it on your toilet. Oh, yeah, I recommend it.
We should post a link in the description on YouTube so people can, change their life.
No.
So that way, no one has to be a peasant anymore, Pooch.
No.
Everybody can be, ascended.
Facts. I'm bringing the major keys. Bringing the major keys to the pod. All right.
How was your weekend though? Other than this butt talk that we're doing right now, how was your shit going?
It's great. I
okay.
Not much. Yeah.
I thought it was over. I was about to cut you and go straight to my
yeah. I don't have much to say. My week's been good though. Like it's just chilling.
Is there any cycling?
Cycling's been good. It's been all right. It's nice weather outside, so cycling's been good. I almost got hit a few times, but I'll be okay.
That makes it good.
How did you close calls? How did you almost get hit? Explain us how.
I was in the next lane, and there's no bike lane in this place, so I was in the lane with the cars. The car didn't see me. Tried to turn into my lane, saw me at the last second, and then turned back. But if he didn't see me, I would have been like over his hood 25, 26 miles an hour, something like that, 30 miles an hour.
So you were in a non-bike lane. So you were in his lane.
No, I was in my own lane.
He changed lanes into Doughy's lane.
He came into my lane. He didn't see me.
Which is a car lane, right? Not a bike lane.
It's not a car lane.
Right. I'm glad you didn't get hit.
Me too.
Because that would really suck to try to find you a replacement for you for about a month or two. It would have really sucked. I would have had tryouts and interviews and stuff.
I'm glad in this alternate reality, Doughy survives. He'll be back in a month and a half or so. I'm glad you didn't kill him off,
No, I don't want Doughboy to die. Someone's got to take the punches
come
here.
Back with the crutches.
Okay, here's a question. And this is a question for our viewers and also Mateo because he missed out on this. But this past Doughy has recently said he's going to come visit us in Florida, right? He's going to come down to Florida, hang out with the guys, right?
Real quick.
Doughy, I'm going to tell you exactly as it was stated.
No, I know. I just want to tell all the listeners, I love everybody in this podcast. That's all. Go ahead. Disclaimer.
Oh my God. That disclaimer to start before you cut off to make that disclaimer.
It's not that bad. But
could be.
All right. So in this conversation, right, Doughy's like, yo, I'm going to come down, blah, blah, blah. Yo, I got my driver's license now, right? Because, Doughy's been living in New York City for like the last decade or so. You don't need a car. My uncle's lived in New York City for his whole life. Dude doesn't drive. Like, you can ride the trains, the buses, biking, walking, all these types of things. Anyhow, he's coming down to Florida. He's got his driver's license now. He's like, I'm gonna rent the car. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be whipping. I'm gonna be driving around, right? So Tony's first remark is, "Oh, you're gonna be driving out here?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be driving, man. I got my driver's license." All right, man. I hope you don't get into a terrible car accident. Now the question is, do you think that's a normal expression of worry for a friend, or is there like some underlying judgments or like underlying malice or something? I don't know. I found it kind of interesting. I confronted Tony about it. Tony argued to the T that he's totally right. He didn't do anything wrong, and I'm just curious what other people think because I found it kind of weird.
To go back to our superstition conversation, some people believe that by saying things and putting them out into the universe, you give them legs, like you give them life. So by the very nature of saying, I hope this doesn't happen to you, there's some part of Tony that wanted that to happen to him.
So, Your Honor and Judge, whatever. In my defense, I was simply saying that Doughboy is not a driver, right? He's got his driver license, but he does not drive ever. He's probably driven one time in his whole fucking life, right? You're coming to Florida where no one knows how to drive. Everybody is an asshole. Everybody, right? They don't let you cut over the signals. They don't give a damn about the signals. They, you know what I mean? So I told Doughboy, just showing love and blessings and trying to just make sure he's going to be good. I was like, yo, I hope you don't get in a terrible accident because it's crazy out here and you're not a very skilled driver yet. You're still a newbie at this. They took it as in like, oh my God, there's a better way to say it. There is a better way to say it. Like, yo, be careful out here with people driving because da-da-da. No, fuck that. In Tony's fashion, I'm going to just say what could happen to get you on, you know, stay frosty, keep your head on a swivel, just pay attention because shit can go down real quick out here in Florida or anywhere for that matter. That's it. Just showing love. And these guys were like, Doughboy especially, oh, why do you wish that evil on me?
No, I said, why would you say something like that?
Just to tell
like,
you,
why
like,
would you say that?
It's not wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm going to hit up the general text every morning with, hey, Tony, have a good day. I hope you don't die in a terrible car accident.
And second of all, I would like to dismiss the fact that yes, I probably I don't got as much driving experience as you guys. I've driven places. I've driven through states, stuff like that. I've had several times where I drove places, and I've gotten places safe. I am kind of new on the driving though, so I will try to be careful.
Just be careful.
I'll be careful. Yeah, I'll be careful.
In Tony's defense, Florida is a fucking wild place. When I've been with y'all in the car down in Florida, speed limits are just like suggestions out there, huh? Like they don't actually matter.
Nah, you get a whole lot of old people that drive like 20 under, and everybody else is just going as fast as they can. And it's like a little like, like
bro,
all right.
It is terrible in Florida for drivers. 100%. That might be a whole segment on this pod one day because I can get real depth with different race and class of citizens and their driving abilities and what they always do. Oh yeah, I have a list of certain people.
Cut the feed.
Age.
Cut the feed.
The fuck? Mateo, how have you been, Mateo? How have you been,
telling you.
I've been doing all right. This is a hungover edition of the One Up podcast for me. Because, yeah, man, like I didn't have shit to do yesterday, so I just went down to the bar and I stayed there for the girls' entire shift. We talked from start to finish. I took over the jukebox. Me and her were like, me and this bartender, we're just passing my phone back and forth, and we're playing nothing but like 90s rock, butt rock, as she referred to it. Because you know, all those rock stations, they always have that tagline. They're like, "This is 101.5. We play nothing but rock." So she refers to it as butt rock.
I see. That's interesting.
That's funny.
So yeah. I'm hungover. I had just a few too many drinks last night. Walked home wobbly.
Were you trying to court? Were you trying to court this bartender?
No, not at all, dude. I don't try to date bartenders. That's a bad call.
Good move.
You don't want to mess up the situation of where you go to drink. Like That's a rookie mistake. I'm a seasoned drinker at this point.
I agree.
What
But,
do you agree with?
No, don't date bartenders.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't say don't date bartenders. I just mean don't date a bartender where you drink at.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like,
Oh, okay.
like you can date anybody and bang anybody, right? Just
Bang?
not.
Bang.
I was trying to be
Do people say
PG-13.
bang?
I was trying to do PG-13. I didn't want to say
Bang
fuck.
whoever you want.
I didn't want to
Bang.
say fuck.
I want to bang.
I didn't
Let's
want to
put
say
on some
fuck.
butt rock while we bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yo,
That's another one. Tony's a fucking alien. Right? I'm so convinced.
I got really drunk this week in the middle of the week on Wednesday. I
Oh,
was
that's always
coming home.
awkward.
I was coming home. I was riding my bike, and my friend Jesus, friend of the pod,
Shout out to Zeus,
topic contributor.
topic contributor. He contributes some topics.
He contributes to the show. He calls me while I'm on my bike. I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "I'm at the bar across the street from your house. When you get home, meet me here." And I was like, "Okay, I guess my hand is forced." I'm like, I can't leave him there by himself. So when I go there, he's there already a few drinks in. I catch up to him. Before we know it, I've had like 4 IPAs, but like there's like the small beers at this place, and then there's the big beers. And like I had 4 of the big IPA beers, and I was pretty hammered. And then the when I closed out, the bartender passed me a fat shot of Tullamore Dew.
Ooh.
And after that, I do not really remember much after that. And I remember going to McDonald's, and then I remember waddling home.
Yeah, I saw the IG. That is a fact. The man was waddling like a penguin. Happy feet ass dough. That's what the fuck
People told me. I
my
wish I
night-
saw it.
My night last night reminded me of some of those New York nights because I was just wobbling down my way down the street back to my little condo.
Oh,
You said you
your
walked home too, so yeah.
your bar's walking distance from your house, Mateo?
Yeah, I got one that's
fire.
it's like half a mile away. It's not far.
It's fire.
He lives in Austin, dude.
You
The
said-
day I met Mateo till now, he's lived in 4 different places.
Oh, that's
And
right.
he's always had a bar within walking distance. He's always
No.
like, yeah, I walked to the bar, and I'm
Not that
I'm
one
always
bar.
fucking jealous
Not
about
that
it.
one.
It's a requirement, dude. That's a thing I keep in mind when I move in places.
When we went over there for vacation, that bar wasn't walking distance. There was no walking distance bar at that point.
There was, but man, that bar sucked. The last time y'all
Oh,
visited.
that's why you didn't show us that? Okay.
Yeah, there was a bar that was in walking distance, but that bar was garbage.
To this day.
But if you push yourself a little bit, you go in New York mode. There was a bar I liked in walking distance, but it was they're talking a mile and a half down the road,
Nah.
2 miles down the road. It's New York walking distance rather than Austin walking
Yeah,
distance.
to all the viewers, there's a difference in walking. You want to walk around the block in New York? That's fine. You want to walk around the block in Florida or Texas? No, drive. That's like a good 10-minute drive, pretty much.
Mhm.
That's why New York is so good sometimes, other than other things that New York is good about. But like, it's just, you can just walk to something so quick and build a relationship with people like Doughboy does. And bro, it's like a little second family. Like you probably see those people more than you see your actual family sometimes. So it's just like work. You know what I mean? It's
facts.
It's a beautiful thing. But I was going to say, Mateo, I do miss that breakfast spot in fucking Texas, bro. That one with the little egg burritos with the queso. Oh my God.
Yo, that place was fire.
I'm going to be jealous. I'm going to be jealous of Doughboy.
The horchata.
Or the chata, bro. Don't.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man, that would be good today.
The potatoes with the eggs and the sausage and the beef.
And they were like
and
$1,
the pork.
right? Some crazy price.
Super
It
cheap,
was-
dude.
It was like build your own something. Breakfast burrito, some
It's
shit
a
like that.
Fat man paradise, bro.
Facts.
Love that shit.
Wait,
Breakfast
so
tacos are my favorite breakfast.
Doughy's just doing the rounds, huh? Because he's coming down to Austin here in like 2 weeks.
I'm doing the rounds. So I'm gonna be going on vacation 3 times. I'm gonna come back, have a week without vacation. The next week I'm going back on vacation. Then I come back for a week. Don't have vacation. Next week, going on to see my nephew in Fort Myers. That's
Okay,
gonna
so
be fun too.
so you're gonna chill like in Palm Beach. You're gonna chill in Fort Myers, and you're gonna chill in Austin. Those are the
Austin.
3 vacations. You're gonna spend a week in Fort Myers.
No, just a weekend. All these are
Oh.
Friday to Monday. All of them
Oh,
are Friday to Monday. Yeah.
got me nervous.
Oh man, it's gonna be weird, Booch. You're gonna betray me down here. If we're doing a 3-camera pod, you're gonna join them up top.
We'll
No.
figure it out.
If Doughy's in Austin, like, and we're doing just a single camera, we'll have to figure this out. It's
Yeah,
gonna-
that's the same thing for me because when he's over here, he's gonna be here in here with me. So it's gonna be we got to figure out that camera for sure. But
I'm gonna go down there to kick it with Doe too.
down
I
here,
don't-
you should.
Yeah, I don't think
so
I
there'll
don't think
be
we're
only
gonna
2 cameras or no recordings.
I don't.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
don't-
go.
I
We gotta
don't
go
know
to
if we're gonna record.
Flanagan's.
I'm
We gotta go to
yo,
Flanagan's.
I'm so down to go to Flanagan's, especially if they got the whole drinks and the wings and all that shit. My only problem is that like I'd be feeling bad, you know what I'm saying? Because like if I go out, that means Lisi's got to stay home, unless somebody's gonna babysit our kid, which is something that we've never done before. So maybe, Lisi, maybe we'll do this, Lisi. Okay, maybe we'll have someone babysit our kid for the first time.
Wait,
okay?
you never had someone babysit
Wait.
your kid?
Nah, we take
It's
care of our own child.
It's a big step, dude.
It's gonna be
a hu-
hard.
it-
That's
that shit is a huge step for people. Do I need to fly down to Florida too? Do I just need to go and
Oh,
run down the road?
Yo,
That's-
if it's gonna happen, I'm gonna have to get an Airbnb.
We can split that shit.
That's
Just
a quick.
saying.
That's a quick trip.
This is a brand new development.
I have to invite Jesus now.
Well,
Again,
I mean, if
yeah.
it becomes a thing, of
We'll,
course.
we'll figure this out.
Off
This is a
air.
conversation. Let's put a pin
Yeah.
right in this
Yeah,
conversation.
that'd be lit.
How are you doing, Tony? My good friend Tony, the father. He's a father this year. You could call him the father of this year, the father of the year, right?
Some might say I might be the godfather and father.
You're
I
a
don't think
godfather now.
Godfather. I don't think it tracks.
I'm trying to do with the movie, The Godfather. You know,
Mm,
Corleone.
calm down, hot pie.
If you had a daughter,
Good one.
then you could be the Godfather.
Oh,
See,
so Pucho's twisting his shit for his benefits. That's
I could be the Godfather. Maybe if Luca Brasi comes to visit me on the day of my daughter's wedding, maybe I could say I'm a Godfather at that point. You know?
Damn, Luca Brasi's gonna have to show up. But no, I'm good, man. Obviously, you see, I got little man here today, sleeping.
Sleepy.
Luca chilling.
Luca always chilling out here, chilling
Luca
with the
Brasi.
boys. But it's been good, man. Like it's every day is a new thing with this guy, you know. Like me and the wife look at him while we're in bed sometimes and just be like, "Yo, this is real. This is our human. Like what the, you know what I mean? Like, damn, we made this. Like." And it's just it's an amazing experience, man. You know, like I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know what I mean? Like you try to figure out everything for him. You know what I mean? Like he cries or whatever, and it's just like, why are you crying? Tell me why you're crying. You just got fed. You got a fresh diaper. You got new clothes. Why are you crying? And it just be like, because I just want you to hold me. Like, all right, cool. And you know, he had his first explosion though. I didn't say that last week on the pod, but he had his first explosion, and you know what I told what I told myself? I was like, this boy loves me. You know why I said it? Because he did it to his mom, not to me. Yo, this man single-handedly pissed on his mother, his grandmother, and had an explosion with both of them. Me, zero incidents. It's because I know when this man is going to pee when you change his diaper. There's a sign. Keep it PG as possible, but it just goes like that. That's the sign.
When it does that, you just flip the diaper up and you just cover it real quick. Like,
When that thing's a flying, you go hiding. You know, sorry. You go hiding. You know what I mean? I'm trying to teach them that because they don't have that. They don't have these things that we have, us men, or people, this penis that we have. So I try to teach them, and and it's a joke. They're gonna watch this and probably be like, "What an asshole!" Like that, but whatever. It's fun, bro. It's fun being a dad. Yeah, the sleep's whatever, but fuck sleep. You just get it when you die, type shit, I guess. But no, yeah, man. I just can't wait for him to talk to me and control his facial expressions better. Like smile when I talk to him or whatever. But yeah, man, this kid is amazing. I'm hoping he keeps his gray eyes. They're still gray right now. I'm hoping he keeps it 6 months later, what year, whatever they change or they're supposed to change. But as of right now, I think he's gonna have colored eyes, and that's gonna be dope. A little Mexican, Puerto Rican, Irish baby, nice tan, blonde, brown hair with gray eyes. Lady killer.
Why do
Yeah, dude,
why do dark skinned dudes love like blonde hair and like Caucasian features on kids so much?
No, I don't.
Like,
That's what he has. That's I want him to
oh,
be a
okay.
nice dark tan boy like daddy, but that's just where he is right now.
Okay, that's fair. I've got like cousins and things, and like that's their like that's all the shit they talk about. It's just like how much more appealing those features are.
It's
Feels
not. I
interesting to
mean,
me.
it is and it's not. I'm not trying to say nothing negative about people who have those features. I'm just
Yeah.
saying he just looks so much like his mom. He has her hair color, the colored eyes, and the frail whatever skin complexion.
Mhm.
All he has for me right now is probably the height and the nose. But I'm assuming
And the beard too,
He
right?
has-
You shave that boy daily.
Yeah,
He
he
has a
told me
beard.
yesterday that his son has a beard.
Has a
What the
beard.
fuck?
It's funny you bring it up. You must have saw the beard when he lifted Luke up earlier. 'Cause
I
he
wish
told
I
me,
could
yeah,
show
but
you.
he has a beard.
He has all his hairs on his face is light colored, like almost like invisible blonde color. So, but if you got a nice good light glimmer, a man's got a beard.
Glimmer.
Babies are weird though, man. I had a niece that she was born and she looked like a werewolf because she had hair all the way down her like shoulders.
Oh, was it a birthmark? That usually
Uh-uh.
happens with a birthmark. No,
No,
Yeah,
she
it's
just had hair all the way down her shoulders, then it fell out eventually. And she was, not a werewolf baby anymore. But yeah, babies are weird.
thank
These
God
hormones,
you
they
would
do
have
weird
had
things to them in the womb.
It's
you
the
would have
prequel to Teen Wolf. It's the baby wolf.
yeah, you would have
Fuck.
definitely had to give her that silver bullet.
Oh, why would you
Whoa.
kill her?
She's a
Why
werewolf.
would-
Werewolves' lives matter too, man. They can
Mhm.
be. They ain't hurting nobody.
Facts.
In the
Chill,
alternate
chill.
universe, all you guys sound like werewolves. I would have shot all of y'all with a silver
Wow.
bullet.
We've already covered this. Tony's the one in this group that's lying about that zombie bite. Tony's covering that shit up the entire time.
waiting for y'all demise or my demise.
So, I guess to piggyback off Mateo's question, I also find that question interesting, and I have some of those beliefs I think in kind of ingrained in me. Like my grandmother would be like, "Oh, how beautiful this child is! Like, oh, look how fair skinned this kid is." Like that was like a mark of beauty to my grandmother, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, or oh, look how blonde they are. It's a bizarre. I don't know what the fuck it is, to be honest. It feels like a imposed beliefs that like a bunch of brown people have. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, my daughter is like right now she's almost like my skin color, and she still has like silver eyes pretty much, right? I think that's cool as shit because to me it's like very unique. Like it's not common that you see people that have dark skin with light eyes. It's like a like an interesting blend. Like I think it's cool. So that's something that I desired when she was born and she had silver like gray eyes when she was born. I was like, man, I really hope she keeps these light eyes because like it seems cool to me. Like it'd be a unique thing to have or whatever.
Mhm.
And that's sort of like where I was coming from it, right? But some of it could be like some ingrained kind of weird, like white features are best kind of thing that have been like trained into me, like from a young age. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
it's hard to know what your own, like I guess
Biases.
I don't know what the word is, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a bias, but yeah, like Yeah, I've heard similar things from a lot of my fellow minorities and brown people. So I was just curious to dig into it a little bit because, like, it's interesting.
It's funny too because there's rarity in colored eyes, right? They said the rarest one is green. Like a 0.01% of people have green colored eyes. Doughboy, you have light eyes, right?
It's green eyes.
He has green eyes?
Yes.
Have you never stared into his eyes?
Yeah, I don't
It's
really
like listening to the Beatles for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Doughboy, I didn't know that your eyes were green. That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. Hazel green.
Because I Googled some of this, right? Since my son has gray eyes, that's also another rare colored eyes for people to keep. And they're saying gray eyes are most common in Northern and Eastern Europe. And they're saying that the gray eyes have less I forgot what it said. Something that blue eye babies can get as well. So I don't know. Maybe this kid's ancestry bloodline is from the true north, as Everett would say. You know, this might be a Stark baby here. We don't know.
What is the most common eye color on planet Husk though? Like
dirty brown. Dirty brown. I got dirty brown.
But what's the connotation for dirty? Why'd you have to say dirty brown?
That's what I was
It's
talking
the
about.
color of the poop I don't wipe no more. You know, I just wash it out. All right. I got some baby brown. Like my eyes are a little bit light, but they're brown. All right.
I remember one of my first arguments in elementary school. I was furious because this teacher told me we were doing this thing. You had to like write down your eye color, and this teacher told me that my eyes were not black, they were brown, and I was fucking furious about it. I was real mad. I was like, I got black eyes. What could I look in the mirror? I see black. What do you see? And she was like, your eyes are brown. I was real mad. I was big mad about it.
Was that
black
like
eyes.
Was that like a colorblind thing or?
Nah, it could be. I don't know how early colorblindness manifests, but in my eyes were not brown. They were black.
I guess, yeah, because most of it is black.
You gotta be careful, though. You might have offended Mateo. I think.
Damn.
The proper term is a vision colored impaired or something along those lines.
Oh, okay. Your vision impairment.
Does it count as a full on disability? I know that they have like the options now in games. Like Borderlands is great about that. They had like 5 different options, I think, for like what kind of color blindness are you?
I'm not gonna lie. In honor of Mateo, I've changed my Call of Duty Warzone visual to be a colorblind setting.
Cool. Yeah,
I don't appreciate that at all, Tony, because that game is garbage, and I don't know why you waste your time playing that garbage game.
There's no other shooter games that I like or appreciate.
Dude, just go back and play Battlefield 2142. It's the best game in the Battlefield series.
I don't know, man. I think Battlefield 4 takes that cake, even though that was a good one. But Battlefield 4 kind of really, and then Bad Company 2.
Battlefield 2 is where I really like. Battlefield 2 was so good. Wait, Battlefield 1 was out for so long and they came out with so many DLCs for Battlefield 1 that they started making mods, like modern mods. And then Battlefield 2 came out and it was modern. It's one of the best things in the world.
Before we go into the Battlefield talk, right? Just to go back into the eye colors. The reason why people have darker eye colors is because I would have mispronounced this word, but it's melanin. Melanin, thank you. And when you have too much of it, you'll have darker eyes. When you have less of it, you'll get lighter color eyes. Green eyes are the rarest, but they said that the gray eyes are even rarer. Like those are like rare. Like
first edition
green eyes are the rarest, but gray eyes are even rarer.
Yeah, that's what Google says right here. I can fucking.
It sounds like gray eyes are the rarest.
No, they're saying that green eyes is the rarest, but there are some people who have. It's so less that people have gray eyes, and I swear to you, this is what it says right here. That it's so less that people have gray eyes that it's a myth. It's a myth, but green eyes are the rarest because that can happen more often than than what gray eyes is. But if you got gray eyes, you're like a fucking Goku. You're fucking above.
So are they
me.
saying that gray eyes aren't real?
No, they're saying that it's so fucking rare that the fact that somebody might have it might be a myth. Like it's not even a real thing. Like that's what they're saying.
What? Why does Goku get more powerful when he gets more white? He powers up, becomes Super Saiyan. He gets super blonde. His eyes change colors.
Yo, that shit goes back in the days. This whole light colors, fair skin shit. This is years.
I mean,
of,
Supersonic turns blonde too.
Supersonic does turn blonde. The
He
Supersonic is
does.
Goku though, because I always felt like he was just Goku, and I never collected all those Chaos Emeralds.
I always get them all. I don't know. I only did Supersonic in 2 though. I'm lying that I always get them all. Just
Does Knuckles have a Supersonic mode?
No,
you could play
I
with him
think
in
it's like
Sonic
a-
3. I think.
isn't it
Or
rage
Sonic and
mode?
Knuckles.
Yeah, you could put that the game on top of the game. I think you could play with it all the way back in the first Sonic if you wanted to.
Doesn't
I
he?
remember.
Doesn't he go on like a rage mode where he gets just lightning red? I don't think that's a.
I don't
Am I
remember.
bugging?
I never got the Chaos Emeralds. I don't even. I only ever saw Supersonic from YouTube videos. So